Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about the biological mother side of the case with the two brothers that were adopted into the same family in 1961 and 1963 in Houston, Texas. So we're going to discuss the birth mother side today. So welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So the birth mom was one of 15 kids, so her and 14 siblings. Huge family. They were born into a very poor family. They barely had food on the table. She said there was a lot of times that they did not eat because there was literally no food in the house. They had no shoes half the time, and it was just a very hard life for them. So when our client's mom ended up being pregnant with the first child, she was in no position to take care of one. She was single in an abusive, boyfriend-girlfriend kind of relationship, and so she decided, it is loud, she decided the best thing for her to do is to give her baby up for adoption and hope that that baby is raised in a loving home, which he was. He was raised in a really good home. So she had no support whatsoever to help her with this baby. She's in an abusive relationship. She's unmarried, and so she just could not keep a baby and raise the baby. And as abusive relationships are, they're not easy to get out of. She actually says she had another baby in 1962 and placed that baby up for adoption. We're not sure what happened to that baby. We have not been able to locate him. Then in 1963, she has another one with the same gentleman in the same abusive relationship. And she, again, takes it to children's home, and that baby is placed for adoption with the same family as the 1961 child, the first child that she had. So those were adopted together, and there's one in the middle that's probably a full brother also that was placed for adoption that we don't know what happened to him. After that, she says that she just was heartbroken. She just didn't know what to do. She was in a very abusive relationship where she was having fractures and things like that. It was not pretty, and we actually got that information from her family members. One of her siblings actually gave us that information. She finally gets the courage and the strength to leave, and so she's back at home with her family, and she finds herself pregnant yet again. She can't raise this baby, she says, and she did the same thing. So now we're up to 4 babies that were placed for adoption. We know of 2 where they are. They're together. They're our clients, and there's 2 more that we don't know where they are. Our clients ended up doing DNA tests on 23andMe and on MyHeritage, trying to cover the bases to see if maybe they will pop up. And in their bios, they have written, "We are adopted. We know who our biological parents are. Via our birth mother, we know there are 2 more siblings out there. We're looking for you. If you were adopted and you match us, reach out. We're happy to help." Then a few years go by, our client's birth mother gets married. She settles down. She has 7 more kids that she does raise. She doesn't forget about her first 4. She named them. She remembers when and where they were born. She remembers all of the things, and she does not forget them. She's completely torn up, heartbroken. She even says that I've made mistakes and I have so many regrets, and I have to live with those regrets every single day when I open my eyes. Not a day goes by that I don't think about my choices and my decisions that I made in my past, and it affects her life now, you all. She has struggled so much with this. She's been in and out of having severe depression. She's bipolar, so she's got a lot of other mental health illnesses too that are affecting the way she can process and handle this traumatic part of her life. So she knows it happens. She made the mistake. In her words, she's made a mistake, and she lives with those regrets. And on top of that, she's got the mental illness that is tormenting her about these decisions that she made in the past too. Her kids have accepted the whole situation, and they say they fully understand a little bit more about their childhood, how it wasn't so great with her sometimes. And now that the 4 kids that she placed for adoption have come to light, they understand more of why those things happened when they were growing up. They just said that she was very angry sometimes, and then she was very sad sometimes, and she would always try to make sure birthdays were the most important thing, where she would obsess over the teeny tiny details, and if one thing went wrong, it would result in a blow up. So they kind of understand a little bit more about some of those behaviors growing up. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an insight on the birth mother side of a case, because we don't usually get that. But that's it. I'll see you guys.